Hey there. All right, we're back for another portfolio review where we do, I basically just give raw, unfiltered reviews of portfolio projects or portfolios themselves. And the goal is to try to give feedback that's going to make the portfolio more effective at attracting clients and kind of building trust with employers. So this one is for Anub Hav. Probably another name I butchered. But we're going to do what we always do when we first start. Let's go ahead, undo this toggle, and do a hard refresh and see how quick it loads. What in the world needs... Why does it need 4 seconds to load? This is probably one of the simplest portfolios that I've reviewed. And it takes... Here, we got to do a hard refresh. It takes over 4 seconds? Like, you can actually see the content still shifting. What? Are you kidding me? This image? This is the image that... Huh. Okay, this image probably doesn't need to be this big. You can optimize that. Let's take a look. 17 kilobyte for analytics. Google Tag Manager. Is all of this necessary? Okay. CSS. Okay. Isn't that big of a... Okay. It's a decent size style sheet. Okay. I think the only thing I would try to optimize is the image itself. There's no reason for this to be almost like half of a megabyte. What else is taking so long? Rocket load. I don't think it's going to be relevant to dive too deep into this. I just think that over 4 second load with the initial load took a lot longer than I would have expected for something like this. But maybe you'll have more insight as to why. So let's dive into the UX of this. Okay, save your name. Exprillion. This is your name. What is Exprillion? Develop memes, stories, and occasionally code. Like, this looks like a portfolio. I don't know what this is representing. You have a bunch of archives. So I have no idea what this is. Probably shouldn't need to mouse over it to figure that out. I would almost say this is too simple. LinkedIn. I think like a lot of these other social media links people will recognize, but I don't think... Hold on. What do I think? You really don't have any content that's SEO friendly regarding a lot of these links or how relevant they are. I would include some text. Like, you could do a vertical list. I think a neat way is to, like, sometimes it's hard with the middle icon, but like push an icon over when you hover over it and it provides text. That's something else. I just would not assume that everyone understands what these icons represent. So if we go to your GitHub, okay, you open it in a new tab, that's good. A blog, you open it up in the same tab. Cool, so that's what posts are. Being a noob, I love this content. Oh, this is quirky. This is really good. About me. I love this. That took a long time to load, didn't it? I hate Disguise. For some reason, it had an image back in high school of me that was cached, and I was so annoyed of seeing that image because I hated that image. And Disguise creeps me out by like how far back it goes. Like it pulled a MySpace picture. I have no idea. I've never used the service, but it pulled a MySpace picture from a long time ago. I think that add-on or whatever it is just creeps me the hell out. Just between local host, I like this. You're already writing posts for 2020. Hopefully you're consistent, maybe once a week. That would be good. Presentations. What are presentations? I enjoy talking to people about what I've learned. That is cool. Okay, so you do talks. That is really cool. This is relevant. Resume. It's a PDF. Okay. Why? You have experience. Google Summer of Code, Data Camp, Paranormal. Where are these projects? This is relevant. Why in the world aren't they on your portfolio? What are you even using this for? I develop meme stories and occasionally code. So my main question is who's your audience? Who do you expect to come to this website? Because if it's a portfolio that employers can take a look at, I don't think it provides enough information. Like, they already have your projects. They probably want to see a live link to your project. They should be able to click on it. They should be able to go directly to the GitHub. They shouldn't have to search for it by going to here. Like, you have no experience, no projects whatsoever. That's exactly what this portfolio says to me. They should not have to go to your resume to figure that out, which is a PDF. It's not even like an integrated part of your website. It is literally what they probably already seen because you sent it to them before they arrived here. You are missing some crucial information on your portfolio. So is the goal of your portfolio to attract people to your blog? Is it to attract people that might be interested in like learning about you and offering a speaking engagement? Like, what? To me, this portfolio just looks like a normal portfolio, providing some extra context about what you provided, more experience, shows you're comfortable in the tech industry, talking to people, gives a little bit more insight to whoever's looking at that into you. Where the hell is your experience? I think that's your first step. I think you made this too simple. I like this, but without your portfolio projects, this is not a portfolio you would probably send to an employer. So take a look at some of my old videos. I'm not going to go into specifically what you should have for your portfolio projects. Like, I've done that a dozen times. Look at some previous videos, but you need a portfolio. That's what this is, right? So, a sitemap. Okay. I think you have some knowledge of SEO. I don't think you have the content that makes this SEO friendly. I think this is a start of a really nice... Okay, so here's what I have to say about this. There's not enough on here to go over the design or the flow of it. Like, okay, there is. Actually, we're going to dive into that next. I think having okay, here's what I would assume. When I first visit this website, I see a tiny picture of you. That's fine. I think it helps personalize your portfolio with the user, and it helps create just a tiny bit of trust in the beginning. But I don't really see anything relevant, like, to get me excited and want to stay on this page. Why would I click here? Why would I click here? Like, there's nothing about you that tells me, okay, let's go to the next, let's figure out more about you. Like, when I see this, I don't have any reason to continue, right? You don't give me a reason to continue. There's no way to easily match up your experience with what I'm looking for. I need to see your projects. I need to see the code. I need to see it work. But this homepage doesn't deliver any of that. And now you expect me to go into here? I'm not sold. And I think a lot of people are going to jump ship on this. I would be very interested to see your analytics. It looked like you had Google Tag Manager and Analytics, both of those from what I saw. I would be interested to see how many people drop off your website on this page. And I think it's going to be more than what's necessary. You know what? You know what would be perfect? Seriously, if you you kept it really short and simple, you have all of your social media links, you have relevant links here, like having this and then your portfolio full of projects, that is going to make this resume or this portfolio so powerful. Like it's going to provide so much value, and you don't have to get overcomplicated with colors. You don't have to get overcomplicated with content. You just need some content. And I think like this short little thing and your portfolio on this homepage is enough to get people to get curious about this. I would do, what would I do? Presentation sounds like, I probably wouldn't label it presentations because that sounds like you're just linking slides from your school. I think I saw you, actually, I don't remember what I saw on your resume, but I think you went to college, and presentations make me think like you're just linking presentations that you had to do in college. Like if you've had external speaking engagements and like independent ones that you achieved on your own, just by, like maybe doing a small talk in a meetup and like moving up. Like if you have those type of speaking engagements where you are providing value, it's very independent from school. I don't know what I would call these. Like presentations just gives the wrong image, in my opinion. And then posts, like, why not just put blog? Like, why not put more friendly, common words that search engines are going to prefer? They're going to make more sense to people. I'm not sold on post and presentations for your links here. And your resume, you can, if you build up your blog, this might be relevant. But the problem is your resume has more information, like more relevant information than all of your portfolio combined. And that's not how a portfolio should be. That's not what makes an effective portfolio. 99% of people that are on the site have probably seen your resume already. They want to dive into more detail. They want to get more context. What types of problems did you actually solve? What was challenging about it? What was your process of growing as a software engineer like? And you've done a little bit of that through posts, but you need to show your portfolio and the projects you worked on to provide context. That's what you're missing. Let's take a look at your mobile. Okay, simple. Oh, you have a dark? Ah, this is cool. I just noticed this. Is this on desktop? Kind of hard to read. This is a darker gray than I would have expected. Menu is really simple. I like it. Actually, I want to take a look at presentations on mobile. That's fine. It's really simple. Equal spacing. Slides, video. I think if you talked about, hold on, talking to people about what I have learned, ED, from my, why is there so much space for my experimentations with technology? Isn't it just singular experimentation? Sometimes I simply talk about my experiences, and sometimes stop using sometimes. I like talking about my experiences, and okay, so I don't think English is your primary language. Get someone to proofread that has English as their primary language. This does not read well in English. So how would I word this? I enjoy talking to people about what I have learned, ED, from my experimentation with technology, I guess. I talk about my experiences and help people learn something new. Here are my presentations that I have made in some of the community meetups. Ooh, so here are presentations that I've delivered. Like, making presentations doesn't really talk about the value that you provided. I delivered presentations that have helped, I don't know, developers grow, developers at meetups, conferences, and events grow. Maybe talk about the size of the audience that you talk to. But, I mean, the mobile view looks pretty simple. And then you go back to this. You don't really have a contact link. This is kind of jarring. So you don't have a contact in your footer. Let's say we're on presentations. How do I get your social media links again? You should never assume, and like, I see this, actually, I don't see this that often anymore, but you should never assume that the only backlink to relevant information like your contact information should be to click on your logo or your brand up at the top. I don't think that is clear enough to the user, and you should not assume your user should have to do that or would know to do that. But this is relevant information that you need to provide some sort of way. Like, if they're on presentations, they're impressed. They're on your post, they're impressed. And your resume, I would integrate that into your website if you're going to even include it. Otherwise, just toss it. And you could like put a contact link or something, like, and this becomes your contact page, you know. I think that's pretty healthy. I think that's a good flow. What else do I have to say? Not a fan of the contrast on dark mode. Light mode, I like this more. I think this is a really effective portfolio, and I think you are providing an edge on 95% of your competition by providing blog posts, which provide a window into who you are and how you work, how you think, what your values are. I think presentations is a whole other ballgame. Like, you are right now, you have content that can make you so much more competitive than 95% of the people that are going to be applying for the same jobs. Except you are missing like one of the most crucial pieces of a portfolio, and that's your portfolio projects. They should be here. They should be on your website. If you bring in portfolio projects, I think you are going to have an edge on, honestly, most of the people that I do reviews on. This is incredible content, but without the portfolio projects, it doesn't really connect well. It's irrelevant, and the user hasn't even decided that they want to view either of these yet. So you're missing a crucial piece of content. When you get that content in, this portfolio is going to be phenomenal. And then you're just going to continue to work on projects and more complex projects and build up your portfolio. Like, you are on a really good path right now. You are just missing like one of the most important pieces of a portfolio, but you are getting there. Include that, and you are going to be really good. That's it. I have nothing else for this. Overall, it's really simple. Keep it simple. Don't overcomplicate it. Include the portfolio, and I'm excited to see what this turns into with that. All right, so if you like this type of raw, unfiltered review, go ahead and just like this video. Let me know. That's how I know people enjoy this content. If you have any extra or additional feedback to provide, go ahead and just leave a comment below. And if you would like me to do this type of review for your portfolio or a single portfolio project, tweet at me at DeveloperDonTV. That's it. See you, everyone.